Hi, welcome back. In this video, we're going to be talking about, is estrangement traumatic? The depths of understanding the trauma. Hi, I'm Marie Morin. I'm a therapist and a wellness coach. Let's get started. Estrangement involves emotional or social detachment from someone close. Examining the very nature of estrangement and its impact on emotional well-being is really critical. In this video, we're going to emphasize the importance of seeking support in the healing process, but also unraveling this really tough content. So if you've been watching my videos, you know I talk a lot about grief, and we know that we grieve when there is a loss of the relationship status. But let's talk about the varied landscape of estrangement. So there's no uniform experience, right? The impact varies on each of us, and we all have our own coping mechanisms to get through difficult times. There's a profound impact. And it resembles grieving, right? There's feelings of abandonment, betrayal, sadness. All of these feelings and more can be involved, even when friendship bonds are broken. And all of these shared experience, you could feel the loss so deeply, such rejection, it's so hard. And when there's romantic relationships that end, there's a lot of complex emotion with added layers of grieving over the intimacy, heightened impact on emotional well-being. Another thing we need to understand is the true emotional impact, right? So estrangement triggers a cascade of emotion, and it involves the grieving process. So grief and loss, I have a lot of videos on that, but it's like mourning. It's a significant loss. It's something you once had, and now you have to get used to not having it. And it's so much more complicated. Please watch my video about grief and loss, because there's a lot more content specifically on that. Adult-child estrangement, dealing with grief and loss. You'll get into the nitty-gritty of what it's like to grieve when there's been adult-child estrangement. And another piece of loss and trauma is feelings of betrayal, and it deepens the emotional impact. There's shattered trust that questions the authenticity of past relationships. But we were so close. What happened? So I hear from adult children and I hear from parents, and they're saying things like, we were so close, there was so much trust. I don't think I could ever trust them again after there's been a turmoil. And then there are physical symptoms. Many of us go through things like we can't sleep, we can't eat. And then we have somatic symptoms like maybe some chest pains or difficulty breathing at times. So when we talk about the subjectivity of trauma, the truth is that it varies based on the relationship, the duration, obviously with the parent-adult-child and the adult-child-parent relationship, it's a whole different thing because it's a lifelong bond and there's a huge emotional investment. So defining trauma is a deeply distressing or disturbing experience, and we have this duration and emotional investment that's been going on. It kind of catapults us and amplifies the traumatic experience. And let's not forget that we can have the traumatic experience of a cutoff from someone that we love very much, that there's been this emotional investment with, and on top of that, we have our own inner things that have gone on for years and years. So this layering and a lot of deep emotional pain. So when there is this cutoff, disentangling becomes more intricate and challenging. The circumstances and context have a lot to do with how we get through this, the estrangement and the shape of the traumatic experience, okay? So there's a lot of reasons behind estrangement. There could be conflict because of differing values. There could be personal growth influencing the impact. To learn more about the reasons behind estrangement and how it shapes the traumatic experience, it's a good idea to watch this video, The Causes of Adults' Children's Estrangement, Toxic and Non-Toxic Behavior. So seeking support is really important so that you can heal. Acknowledge that this is emotionally challenging, and the support will just help you get through it to help you move forward. And we want to break the silence about estrangement, and we can't do it unless we're actually talking about it. We need to start fostering understanding with professional guidance and talking about it. A mental health professional or an estrangement coach can help you to gain coping strategy. This type of support can help you process emotions and gain clarity and get you out of the stuck place. We want to develop healthy coping mechanisms. They're imperative for emotional growth. Engaging in joyful activities, practicing self-care, okay? You want to increase your resilience. Estrangement is multifaceted. It's terribly distressing. But if we acknowledge and understand what's going on, we don't hide from it, we don't pretend it's not there, we don't shut it down, we have to allow the emotional impact to be processed. We want to acknowledge and understand by exploring the landscape and recognizing how much this has hurt us, the subjectivity of trauma. Getting that support can help you to navigate that very complex terrain. Okay, you can't move forward if you're stuck in where you are, and trauma can do that. Trauma can keep you stuck where you are. Please leave me a comment. Tell me what you thought about this video. We'll see you in the next video.